The Clone Wars, a throwaway line George Lucas wrote 50 years ago.
You fought in the Clone Wars?
That captured the imaginations of children and haunted the nightmares of the adults they would grow into. George Lucas is a master at the art of making random sci-fi word salads into binding canon.
So we know pretty much where everybody's from, except for Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan?
Yeah, where's he from? What's his home planet?
You know...
don't make it up!
He comes from the planet Stujon.
And speculating as to what the creator meant when he spewed his majestic bullshit,
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
is what makes Star Wars fans awesome. After more than 2 decades of headcanon, Attack of the Clones happened, and the mystery was solved. Sort of. Because now we knew why it was called the Clone Wars.
Begun. The Clone War has.
But we didn't get to see the actual war. Until Star Wars Clone Wars happened, in all its Star Wars Clone Wars happened in all its Tartakovskian glory. Until it was scrapped when George Lucas decided to make his own Clone Wars series in 3D. So that's how we got Star Wars The Clone Wars. And this show is definitive Star Wars in all its glory. All of the good stuff with less of the
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
It takes the broad strokes set up by the prequels and does a deep dive that makes everything that much more interesting. It adds layers to relationships, introduces fan favorites, all while doing a bunch of genre stuff, and giving background characters their moment in the spotlight. It gave us so many things that have become staples of modern Star Wars, like Ahsoka and likable Anakin and whatever this is. If you haven't seen it, the best thing to do is to go watch it without me spoiling it for you. But if you have watched it, or you just don't care, 7 seasons is a lot of TV, so I figured it'd be nice to have something that recaps every arc. Also, this video is a very concise recap just to remind you what there is, so you can pick and choose which ones you want to watch or rewatch. That being said, here we go.
This is where the fun begins.
Recap of every Clone Wars arc for seasons 1 to 3, because doing the whole thing at once seems like a lot of work. Battle of Christophsis. Sets up the status quo with Anakin being a knight and him and Obi-Wan being bros.
How did you get over here? I improvised!
Rex is Anakin's second in command, and Ahsoka is his new Padawan.
Come on.
Jabba's son. Anakin and Ahsoka return Jabba's son back to his dad by bamboozling Dooku. Padme negotiates with Zero, and Obi-Wan fights Ventress. Introducing Domino Squad.
We call him Fives. I'm Heavy. This is Echo.
Join me! Cut up!
This arc brings in the idea that the clones are unique and awesome. Also, 99 is the best. Toydarian aid. Bail Organa and Yoda convince the Toydarians to ally with the Republic, through negotiations and on the battlefield. Also,
clones, you may be, but the Force resides in all life forms.
Which is just great. Malevolence. Everyone scrambles to deal with a new Separatist superweapon called the Malevolence. It's the first time Grievous escapes, the Padme Anakin secret marriage thing is fun, and Plo Koon is awesome.
We're just clones, sir. We're meant to be expendable.
Not to me.
R2, where are you? R2 gets lost, they replace him with a stupid spy droid, and at the end they fight. Gunray shenanigans. Padme does a politics and arrests Gunray, but Ventress beats Luminara and Ahsoka to break him out. The Jedi chase him, but
It's a trap!
But Grievous still gets his ass beat by Kit Fisto. Dooku Hondo. Dooku gets captured by fan favorite scoundrel pirate Hondo Ohnaka. Anakin and Obi-Wan get captured with him, then they all escape. Neutral Monkey. Anakin, Ahsoka, and Aayla Secura meet a bunch of neutral monkeys.
Violence breeds violence. Jedi are no peacekeepers.
Who learn that, shock, Separatists are bad. Not Hoth. Tells an interesting standalone story about negotiations. Introduces Senator Chuchi. Contagion. There's a plague on Naboo, and Padme, Ahsoka, and Anakin rush to stop it. This arc embraces the pulpy origins of Star Wars, and it's pretty fun. Liberation of Ryloth. An invasion in 3 parts. Anakin in space, Obi-Wan on the ground, introducing Waxer and Boyle in the process, and Mace Windu in the capital. Cad Bane Holocron. It's season 2 and animation quality leaps forward. Palpatine gets Cad Bane to steal Force babies, and things get dark.
You will take us to the holocron.
I won't. And you will take us now!
Bounty Hunter Defense. First time Anakin, Ahsoka, and Obi-Wan are a trio. They team up with bounty hunters to teach a village to defend itself against Hondo. Zillo Beast. Godzilla. In space. Palpatine almost loses his shit when it goes on a rampage and tries to kill him. Clovis 1. Introducing Rush Clovis, who used to be in a relationship with Padme, so ultimately it's a Padme-Anakin story. Also, the Geonosians have a new droid factory. The second invasion of Geonosis. The Republic invade Geonosis. Again. Waxer and Boyle come back.
Boyle reporting as ordered, sir. Waxer reporting as ordered, sir.
And Barriss is introduced. Highlights include a fantastic landing sequence.
Good thing those bugs can't aim.
The whole Luminara Barriss / Anakin Ahsoka dynamic, the Geonosian Queen, and a horror-ish Body Snatchers episode. Hunting Grievous. Obi-Wan and Grievous have a big fight, but Grievous escapes. Twice. Also introduces a clone deserter with a family, which asks some pretty compelling philosophical questions about breeding people for war.
I was just another expendable clone, waiting for my turn to be slaughtered in a war that made no sense to me.
Ahsoka and Terra Sinube. Ahsoka is grounded on Coruscant and learns to be more rounded from a really old Jedi. It's actually pretty sweet. Mandalore 1. The Duchess. Introducing Mandalore, terrorist cell Death Watch, and a plot to assassinate Duchess Satine, who has a history with Obi-Wan.
Go find your girlfriend.
Right. No, Anakin, she's not my...
Obi-Wan gets character development.
Had you said the word, I would have left the Jedi Order.
Also, Anakin kills a dude.
Come on then. Who will strike first and brand themselves a cold-blooded killer?
What? He was gonna blow up the ship.
Boba Fett assassination attempt. Boba Fett sneaks in as a clone baby and tries to kill Mace Windu. Also, Ahsoka is paired with Plo Koon for a bit, which is cool. Mandalore 2. The plot. Mandalore is a corrupt mess. Padme is there, and Ahsoka goes on her first solo mission, showing character growth. Ahsoka Adventure. Ahsoka gets another solo mission, this time stopping an attempt on Padme's life. She's really coming into her own. Kamino Defense. The Separatists attack Kamino, and it's personal for the clones.
They're going to attack our home planet.
Tell your troopers in the 501st, they're going home.
Yes, sir.
This is an amazing clone episode.
Look around. We're one and the same. Same heart, same blood. And my blood's boiling for a fight. This is our home. This is our war.
George Lucas cameo episode. George Lucas's Blue Guy gets his own episode, cause why not? Introduces the most annoying Star Wars character. Zero escapes. Bounty hunters do shenanigans to get Zero out of prison.
Oh, it's so bright out here.
But he ends up dead anyway. Also, Anakin and Padme couple stuff. Also, Quinlan Voss. Political intrigue. Padme arc. War and politics suck, and Palpatine always wins. Introduces the Separatist perspective and Parliament, which Dooku is in charge of apparently.
In accordance with the bylaws of independent systems, a voice vote is required.
Also, Ahsoka outfit change. Also, Lux. Witches of Dathomir. Dooku betrays Ventress,
You have failed me for the last time.
who goes home to the Night Sisters and Mother Talzin. They trick Dooku into taking Savage Opress as his apprentice. Then Ventress tries to kill Dooku with Savage but fails. There's a lot of red lightsabers. Also,
we'll take him together. You're going slowly on the left.
Taking him now! No, Anakin, no! We'll take them together.
Right.
Mortis. Anakin, Ahsoka, and Obi-Wan are mysteriously teleported to Mortis, where they meet the embodiments of the Force. Sort of. Force-related magical shenanigans ensue that get at the core of these characters. Also, Anakin is definitely the chosen one. Citadel. Anakin, Ahsoka, and Obi-Wan break into a Separatist Jedi prison. Things get really dark and really awesome. Also, Tarkin is there.
Captain Tarkin.
He gets along great with Anakin.
A job well done, General Skywalker.
Ahsoka does a Predator. Ahsoka gets captured by Trandoshans, and they do a Predator. Despite Chewie being there,
it's a Wookiee.
This is the worst arc. And there you have it. Seasons 1 to 3 of the Clone Wars. It starts out rough, but gets a lot better. I'll do the rest of the series sometime this year, I think. And when I do, I'll put a link in the description. So, yeah.